Hello, I'm Michael and I welcome you to a new series of Let's Play Civilization 5 and the Vox Populi Mod. So, first things first, I've decided to stick with 3.7.11, as you've seen from the opening of the video. 3.8 is out and it's still fairly fresh, so there's always quite a few updates at the beginning, bug fixes and things like that. And also I read through the changelog and it's long. It's like too long. And there's a lot of changes there, and some of which sort of at first glance sort of really annoy me, and I might have to just have another look at it. But as I'm going on holidays and in about 8 or 9 days, I've decided to stick with this one and just have a game. And I've decided to go with the Iroquois here. So at the end of the last series, I've had to look for all the civs that we hadn't played. And there's actually not that many left, and some of which I don't want to play. What's your man who always says "fuck you"? Shoshone, I think. I don't want to play them, and I sort of promised somebody to play Austria, and I can't be bothered at the moment. And I've also got a custom civ downloaded for the longest time. That's Norway. I'm still not quite sure how to play them. So for the time being, we're going to play as the Iroquois. And just for a little bit of variety, I clicked on the third and fourth unique component. I'm using Milae's map. I'm playing on DT on standard. Same settings as always. I'm not going to go through them. In fact, I'm just going to load my starting location. And I've had a look at that just a couple of minutes ago. And I saw some forests, and I saw a luxury silk. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. Let's have a look at who we are and what we do. So our units move through the forests and jungles as if they were roads, and these tiles also establish city connections. That's going to be quite interesting in our city placement, and also there's sort of quite a few pantheons based on city connections. We can have a look at that in a minute. And our military land units start with the woodsman promotion, and that gives you extra movement in forests and jungles, and also extra combat strength. And I really like this one. I take it quite often, especially early in the game. It sort of can make a difference, first of all in the fighting, but also in sort of retreating, right? So then we've got the Mohawk Warrior, which is a replacement swordsman. I'm not quite sure what he's got. I mean, he's a woodsman, but everybody's going to be a woodsman, so I don't know what the special thing is. Maybe more combat strength. We'll see when we get him. And then we got the thing, the Longhouse here, and this is really, really interesting, and it's a little bit similar to the Tabia, and that makes the Songhai so good. And everybody's talking about Askia, how strong it is, and the river movement, and the Monte Carlo cavalry. The really, really best thing about the Songhai is that Tabia, the extra production from the river tiles. It's super strong. This one here is quite similar. It gives base to food and one culture, and it also gives one production and food to forest, jungle, marshes, plantations worked by the city. And that is also one of the reasons why I decided to stick with that starting location here. I think it's only the second or third one I rolled, and it's a bit of a double-edged thing, but we get to that in a minute. So this one I think is quite good. And then we got the third and fourth unique component. The Prowler is a replacement musketman, and I think he's got indirect fire, which is absolutely huge. If you watched the last series, if we'd had indirect fire on top of everything else we had, it would have been over even quicker. And you can also withdraw from enemy attacks, which is interesting. And then we got this thing. I didn't have a proper look at this. This is a replacement Scrivener's office, and what do we get? We get culture. 1 culture for every 5 pop. All councils gain 1 culture, and all chanceries 2 gold, which is good. Chanceries are a thing we might want to build a lot of, or in fact, in every city. Sort of ideally, I'd like to play a progress game here, but it sort of depends on the map and our neighbors and things like that. Plus 10% production of diplomatic units, and they get a special promotion or something. I'm gonna have a look at that when we get to it. 1 food in a city for every friend, 1 faith for every ally, 1 global happiness for every defensive pact or ongoing war. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's have a look. This is the starting location, and I've seen lots of forests here, which I liked. And then we've got the silk, and let's talk just a little bit about that. When we improve the silk, we're gonna chop the forest, which is sort of slightly contrary to our interest, because we, from our longhouse, we get production to the forest tiles. But we also gonna have to build, well, since we are building the longhouses, it's gonna be all right, because we also get 1 production from having them, from having plantations, right? And it's gonna be a plantation, so we lose the 1 hammer, but we get it back. And since we're gonna have to build the longhouses anyway, it's sort of quite good to have a sort of a plantation luxury. There's another one here, and the start is not amazing. I think we can settle on spot and just have a look at the tiles here. So we only got 2 on 1 tiles. It's I usually like to have 1 free food tile at least. The thing is, when we improve that, which is going to take a little while, because we're going to have to chop that, which means we're going to have to get mining, which is a bit annoying. But it's got money, and it gives us 2 extra gold, and then the monopoly is 10% extra gold. And I like gold. Gold is very flexible. So I think I'm gonna settle on spot here. And then of course the forest form city connections, which is cool. It's also sort of a little bit of a funny thing, because later when you wanna, I don't know how it works with the villages, if you need roads for them to work properly or not. In any case, I think I want to go shrine first. I do like to have an early pantheon. And I've got an idea in mind. And that is to get tutelary gods. And that, together with the longhouse and the production from forests, it should give us a super quick start. You see the warrior's got free movement in the forest here. It's pretty cool. And he also, it's like he's got the first promotion already, right? We also got a lot of silk already. There's 5 tiles already. That'll be enough for the monopoly. And maybe let's cover the... Oh, that's cool. So let's cover the land next to the ocean. That is ocean, by the way. It's 2 food. No hammer. And... for the tick, I think... well... I'm gonna have to get mining anyhow. And then... we're gonna need pottery, trapping, into calendar to get the longhouse. I do wanna sort of beeline for that. We have to get mining first, and we might even get that first. I'm gonna have to chop forests anyhow, so we might do that reasonably early. I might get a worker order and get some production boosts from that. And we've got India in the game and ancestor worship. Okay. Let's try and stay in the forest. Oh. Good. And... oh, that means he's gonna get a few promotions, and we've got the Ottomans next to us. Not sure how I feel about that. Samarkand, some gold. Gold is good. Forest, forest, hill. So how much have we got here? It's pretty cool. So we get that, and that. And I think we're gonna get that so we can embark. Let's cover this area here. And while we're sort of moving about, we can have a look at city locations like... oh, shit. Where do we go? This way? Forest, forest, forest. Okay, that's like cool. We can place a city here and have a immediate city connection here. The same, we could go onto that hill. And then if we take progress and take that policy, this one here, that's free food and sign some city connections, so we get that instantly. The other good thing is, of course, there's another ruin, cool, is that then you don't have to pay road maintenance. Is it worth going here? Usually I don't like hugging the coast until we get vision. And we have, I'd like to get some production of money here. Yeah, it's a slow start, not ideal. Food, right. A natural wonder, okay, maybe we can do that. Oh, there was a force, I think. I was also wondering if I should maybe do 2 games at a time. We could do that Norway game as well. It's got this unique unit, which is a great writer, and he can found cities, and you get, I think, up to 10 or 11 buildings if you found a city with them. But you also get production if you sort of up the writer for great work. This is useless. Okay, looks like we got a lot of land. This is looking pretty promising for progress. Don't nobody steal that, please. And let's grab this. Looking good. Oh, that's mining. I thought, what is that? Additional land. Okay. Oh, that is very good. Tend to lose my Pathfinder, so upgrade is good. Additional land, how good is that? It's actually very good. Get money, we get extra food. Let's work it as it is. And I think I'm gonna pay for the monument. 27. I mean, 4 turns would have enough. So that's that. Do we want to go trapping first? Let's go trapping first. I'm delaying the first settler, but we got lots of land. And since there is not a neighbor here that I can see, end of land, okay. Cool. The Ottomans, I don't know what they're gonna do. They've got cinnamon as their luxury. Maybe we should rush up here and sort of put a frontier city up there. We also got marble, I didn't see that before. So let's get up there. Mogadishu. So we got 3 city-states, none of which are brilliant. I'd love to have a cultured or a militaristic one. Shame. Let's get up there first. Pay for that. And Maria, talking about money, she always got loads. If she's up there, then we might go back into the water in a minute. Be sure she's gonna have that one explode up here. Okay, so we're up to 4 pop. And we even got enough money for a worker. And where was that? I'm sure there was a camp somewhere, but... Bam, 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 bam. Let's just put that up here. So we might get there in a minute. If we are lucky. We should get some. So I think we're gonna pay for a worker now and get a couple of units. Think so. Let's get a slinger and a maybe a warrior. How many turns does it go? 11. Yeah, this one. Go away. Hope she's far away from my city states here. Okay, I don't have to chop that anyhow. So let's get this. City state, maybe just discover this one and then go down. There was a ruin on this island here. Maybe there's some more down here. Okay, there we are already. Let's get... Oh, cool. In fact, that is a quest here. 31 influence. Not gonna help us much. Trapping, so how does it look like? Okay, we've got 2 deer. Oh, 3 even. Cool. Then we're actually also gonna improve that. That. So no pottery, and then we go for calendar. Just gonna stay here and watch over the worker. Oh, there's somebody down here. That player, it says. Okay, let's take progress then. We got a lot of space. And that gives us the tick immediately, that is cool. And we get the slinger. And yeah, I think I want to grow another pop before we go for the settler. And how much money? We might in fact get the lodge. So that'll give a production to that town here. So let's go for calendar next. Ah, fat boy. Nice to meet you. Okay, slinger. So what do we do then? And Kamahamaha. That's a pretty benign lineup here. So far. Nothing like the last game. We had Denmark, the Aztecs, Mongolia, the Zulus. What do we have in there? Brazil we had, Germany. Of course, those guys can embark and get all sorts of runes quickly. In fact, should we just have a little go down here? There might be another one here. Is there a river?
Wisdom.
Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go back. Another natural wonder? No quest for it. Okay, that's also a big decision now, actually. Now we've got the worker out, we're fine, so we're gonna go this side. There's free protection every city. It's gonna be so good. Lodge. We pay for it, we pay for it. No, I think we should. That guy is getting close to finishing, and then get the settler. That makes any difference. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, let's do this thing next. Where do we go? Have any chance of another rune? At least we're making pretty fast progress here. And coming up to the pantheon in a minute. I usually like to sort of pause then and ask you guys what you think. It's only 25 minutes into the video, but that's okay. First episode can be short. I think I'm just gonna carry on this way. Pachakuti. There's certainly no warmongers in here. Maybe Indonesia a little bit. And he built a Stonehenge, turn 30. That's reasonably late. How's it look here? One turn. Just checking the stone. I like stone, but we don't have a lot of it. What about this one? Okay, cool. Well, 22 influence. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. Okay, that guy. I have to think about our pantheon as well. And there's various things we can do, but I think we're gonna go here. That leaves enough space for another city over there, and then I think we want to have another one up there. And there's no rush. Let's get this one done first. Let's get the marble as well. Let's get a copy of silk. Get a city connection. So we got 6 turns. I think we're gonna get the granary. And a worker. There is... We get a free worker here and free gold in every city. Plus 10 culture may build buildings. That's actually quite nice. Plus 25. It's also good. I mean, both of these are good. I think sort of in terms of finishing the tree, it's better to go this one first because we get the extra culture, which is obviously going to help us get the next policies. Getting the extra money in every city is pretty good. The tile improvement speed is also good. I think for now we can go for the worker, the granary, maybe even the council. And then we're gonna stick to the left hand side. We got a golden age, that means extra money as well. Let's have a look here. Go into the wall. Yeah, since we're playing progress, we're not gonna have tall cities, so they can be reasonably close to each other. Let's get this one first. And I think we're gonna start with the shrine as well. Anyone? Well, that's good. Good for the money. Finish that. And then we've got Pantheon time already. Can actually get onto that thing here. And another rune. Cool. So we did go the right way. So we could start on those now because we're gonna get calendar in 3 turns. Start by chopping. And you can start chopping this one here. And you can have a look what's gonna happen up there. In fact, do I want a granary or do I want yet another worker? We've got enough food to grow. Let's get a worker and then the next settler. And let's even queue this guy up, because when we chop the forest, the production is going to flow into that. And pantheon time. I'm just going to show you our continent, or our place as it were, before we go into that. So there is like a camp thing. Deer and stuff. Then we've got the plantations. Should have about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe. Okay, let's get into that. Let's see what's actually available. So this is... We're not going to have mines on improved resources unless we find some iron, which I hope we do. God of All Creation we took in the last game. That was actually pretty good, but that was an authority game where the early science was really strong. God of Commerce. Now this one is already interesting. I've taken it in the Germany game and it was absolutely amazing. I loved it. We get instant city connections here. So every city we found is gonna get us 2 faith and 2 gold. And then the capital gets 2 faith and 2 gold after the second city is founded, which we have. And 2 great merchant points, which is also gonna be cool. I just don't know how it works with the villages and towns. Because obviously they're gonna cut the forests if they do, right? So that is an option. That is a really, really good option. I like money a lot. I pay for tiles, pay for workers. I think we do want to play a little bit of a diplomatic game. So paying for emissaries, envoys and things. Gonna be good. Paying for buildings. Craftsmen, we don't have that many. 2 stone here and a marble up there. Border growth is not my thing. Open sky, obviously wrong terrain. The sea is not our thing. And tundra and snow we've got down here, but we're not gonna get that too early. Go to war. We might kill somebody in this game. Goddess of Beauty is mainly a tradition thing. Goddess of Festivals, nature. I don't have that many mountains here. And no natural wonder, is there? Oh. What else we got? Goddess of Protection. I think we're pretty isolated, so we don't need that. Purity is lake thing. Renewal is a thing. Is a thing. Faith, culture, and science for every 2 jungle or forest tiles. Of which we have quite a few, but then again, some of them are going to disappear. But also interestingly, it's where is it here? 2 food and science for markets. I like the 2 science for markets. It's pretty good. Camps, we are going to have quite a few. The food from lodges I'm not too fussed about. And this one here, culture, gold and faith is good. Goddess of Wisdom we took in one of our games as well, which was actually okay. +1 science in every city is cool. And 2 scientist points in the capital. And then, as I said, we're gonna have loads of cities, and we might have them up to 7, eventually maybe 10 pop. But we're gonna work like 4 or 5 tiles and then work a specialist in every city. So this would be a thing. And tutelary gods, there it is, it's still available. I think that's a reasonably strong contender. Together with the Longhouse, we could have a load of production. In fact, we could have so much production that we struggle for science in this game. And the way to combat that is maybe to stay in the upper half of the tech tree. So we're up here anyway because we need to get the Longhouse, and then we might carry on into writing. And there's our second unique building. And then we're probably going to have to work the science slot in the libraries in every city pretty early. If we get so much production, we might run out of buildings very quickly. We've got money as well, so we can pay for buildings even more. It's going to be absolutely essential that we can have enough science. Having said all that, it might be a thing to go here first. I mean, this one's pretty good. But if we're really thinking we're production heavy, then we need to get science, and we might neglect that and go for this one next, and then this one. Sort of depending on our pantheon choice, but you can help me with that. So let me know in comments what you think, and thank you for watching the episode, and wish you all the best. Until next time, bye bye.